Hey friends, it's AV Lux here. I know it has been a freaking minute, but you'll have to hopefully forgive me. I'm trying to really think about how this channel can really help others. I mean, so far I've been just doing a lot more reviews than readings just because readings are so personal. It's hard. It is actually difficult for me to do a reading in a general sense. I know that there are a lot of readers out there who are able to break it down by, your zodiac sign or something like that. And I really I just really need to be in front of a person. And even if I prefer to physically be in the same, room and close vicinity, just because I am an energy reader. So, and I'll get into energy reading in a little bit. So this channel has opened up that door for me in a sense of helping a little bit more than just, friends and family and then their referrals. So I have been doing readings, especially within the last couple months, but they've been all personal readings, like on Zoom or whatever. Even that, like when I do a reading for someone via Zoom, there's so much that comes to me that it's hard for me to make sense of it. Whereas if I'm talking with someone one on one, I can kind of like truly in the moment kind of feel what they're going through, what they're explaining. And then if they pull other energies, meaning like other people that they're talking about, into the conversation or the reading, a lot of times I'll get things coming from those people or those energies as well. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry it's been a minute. I think I'm going to end up doing more readings on here if I can, just because I want to practice sort of doing these general readings. I know that for the most part, a lot of us in the spiritual community, as readers, as psychics, as mystics, clairvoyants, and mediums, and what have you, will do a reading, and then people who end up watching that video, who don't necessarily know me, that's usually meant for that person, if that makes sense. Anyways, so I'm going to do both. Let's do a review on this deck. This is the Angels Among Us, a powerful way to connect to the divine. I actually just got this maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago, whenever it came out. I want to say it came out like the end of December, beginning of January, something like that. And when I came across it, I was like, I don't actually have a like modern deck like this. I mean, I have modern decks, but I don't have one quite like this where they're using the older like ascended masters and recreating them in a sort of like quote unquote hipster way. But I do love it. And I just looked at the art. I haven't done a whole lot of research on the creator and the illustrator. I just went ahead. It was something that I just bought, and it was something that I bought on Amazon. And I'm sorry, my light is really, really bright, so I'm going to try and mess with the reflection for you guys. So you can get this on Amazon, and I think they're having a sale. So it's 20% off, so it's about $20. And that's for a free, oh, it's same day. Ooh, that's really cool. Shoot, I think I paid more than $20. Darn, okay. Oh, look, check out. Is this just such a cool selenite slab? Like the way it was cut, the vertical shards here. I don't know why, but I just find it so cool. And it even has a little bit of the, kind of has that like crystal blingy parts to it. but I kind of like it because when you put it on something, it almost looks like it brings it to like a bigger, closer, like just like artistic. Okay, whatever, I'll stop. But it's a really cool selenite stone. When I saw it, my son was like, "Oh, that's a cool stone car." I looked at it, I'm like, "Oh, I guess it does. Like if this was the front and this is the tailpipe, the exhaust." Like, oh, well, yeah, it does kind of look like a car, but it held a lot of, just a lot of nice, pure energy. So it soaks up the sun real nicely. It does well with when stones are put on top, and it energizes those stones. So I really like this slab. I was really called to it, and I got a really good deal on it. Anyways, I already sprayed the myself, and I have some white sage and Palo Santo going in the diffuser. And I did an Archangel Lavender Sage smudge spray for clearing and protection. I do this before and after I do a reading. I myself love to burn sage. Okay, that's like my thing, and not just sage. Like I'll burn cedar. I'll burn other things. You know, not just sage. Well, I'll say I typically burn different types of sage depending on what the client wants or what I'm going through at that moment. But when I'm here in the house and I'm so close to the kids, they have asthma, and so I don't I don't burn them, especially if I can't have a window open. So this is really great. I have this. I'm going to leave the link. These you should check out the people that do this and make this. They are also on Amazon. I have one in like my purse. I have one in the car. I have one where I read. I have it everywhere. It smells great. I tend to, like, if I'm bothered at night or I can't sleep, and then I put it off like near my pillow, I just spray a little bit, and I sleep easier. I have really great dreams, and so I love this. And they're really good. They have little crystals in there, quartz crystals. Yeah, quartz crystals. And it was charged, and it had a whole sacred ceremony in order to get into this bottle. And you can smell it, you can feel it, and it's great. I think you guys should check it out. Okay. Now that I have wasted about 8 minutes, let's just get into this. Again, let's go through this deck. This is actually my first time with you guys, and my first time actually really getting to know this deck. I don't know how well the readings are going to go, but I will pull a couple cards, and hopefully they make sense to you. And if they don't, I would this is what I always tell my clients, is just kind of remember it, keep it in the back of your mind, because if it doesn't make sense now, it can make sense. It usually does make sense later on. I'm pretty sure this comes with a book, the little companion book. So I'll read what the creator had intended for the card that's pulled. Okay. But let's just into this. I'm just gonna put these cards really quick over my diffuser. Get some of that white sage, Palo Santo, so that we can have a good, accurate reading after we're done sort of going through them. Okay, so as a review and unboxing, let's just go through the cards first. So here we have number 1 as Archangel Michael. I like how they did blue. So Archangel Michael really is associated with that color, that like sapphire deep blue. And it also is the birthstone for September. And I know this only because my father, that's his saint, and that's also his color. So we have Archangel Michael. Oh, clarity, truth, protection. Okay. So again, this is showing you these ascended masters or healing masters or healing archetypes in a modern hipster way. So here we have Archangel Raphael, intuition, health, and healing. That's what he is actually known for. And again, they got the color right. So when it comes to your chakras, when it comes to energy colors, Archangel Raphael and healing in general is associated with the color green. So I really like how they made sure to do that. Oh, here's the back of the card. They're really cool. These are typical oracle size. You know, they're a bit. I like how the corners are rounded. I love the hot pink edging. Oh, I might have to fix some here. Looks like, but it's really pretty. It's got this blue, and then it has this like hot pink. It's really cute. Okay, Archangel Gabriel, self-expression, creativity, North Star. Archangel Uriel, illumination, inner power. What else do we have? Ideas into form. That's a really cool picture. I feel like this is how, at least this part, I've always kind of pictured in my head for this archangel. So Archangel Shamuel, I'm not too, I mean, I know of this archangel. I don't have like a whole lot of knowledge base and history base on it. But I do know that this archangel is associated with love. So whether that's unconditional love, and we have heart, healing, self-love. Archangel Ariel, environment, abundance, guardian of the earth. Sorry, I'm trying to do this, and I see that the cards were kind of out of the picture. Should I go through that again? Here's Archangel Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel, and then Shamuel, like Emmanuel, but with a CH. Okay. Sorry, I will have to watch where I place my hands here. Okay, Archangel Ariel. Okay. Archangel Haniel, friendships, moon cycles, psychic ability. This is just gorgeous. I want all your tattoos. Archangel Raquel. Archangel Raquel. What is wrong with me? Okay. So we have relationship healing, calm, harmony. Those are the key words we have. Archangel Jovial, joy, radiance, inspiration. Archangel Zadkiel, transmutation, mercy, violet flame. This one's actually really beautiful. Okay. Archangel Jeremiel, reflections, dreams, visions. Ooh, look at this one. Archangel Raziel, mysteries, secrets, protected knowledge. Ugh, this one's probably now my favorite one so far. They're all great though. Archangel Sandalphon. Did I get that right? Archangel Sandalphon, music, Earth Star, answered prayers. Archangel Azrael, death and rebirth, transitions, life changes. Archangel Christiel, hang on guys, higher consciousness, light, Christ light. Archangel Metatron, spiritual power, esoteric wisdom, sacred geometry. I love this because when I hear about this archangel, I always sort of picture him kind of like this, like emo boss mode type. I gotta really stop doing that. Hold on. Maybe if I just move this up, because I keep going up that way. Okay, there we go. Sheesh. Okay. You know, just a fella named Jesus. Forgiveness, compassion, the spiritual teacher, and on and on and on and on. Mother Mary, purity of heart, conception, and faith. So pretty. Okay. Mary Magdalene, divine feminine, devotion, sacred sexuality, which is probably why this is red behind her. Saint Bridget, passion, fire, growth. I'm not too familiar with her background or her background story, so I'm eager to look that one up. Saint Daphne, I want to say Daphne. Mental health, well-being and support. Again, another saint I wouldn't mind looking up. Saint Francis. So I know he's like the saint of animals. Oh, their animal communication. Activism. Sorry, I was trying to determine what that is. And service. What does this say? Plant powered. Look at his tats. That's cool. Melchizedek, spiritual development, study, law of attraction. That's the law. Just got to follow that. Merlin, hey, the OG. Alchemy, manifestation, magician. Oh, there's his dragon. We got the owl. I believe that's the Celtic cross. Very cool. Okay, Baba Yaga. I think that's a G. The wise and wild woman. Duality. And the witch. She like comes in, means business. Like I feel like this is her, actual like personality coming out of this card. I could really feel that. That's like, I'm just gonna tell you like it is. Commander Ashtar, Starseed, space travel, galactic guides. Cool little alien shirt. Okay. Guru Ram Dass, humility, spiritual practice, elevation. V, yes, okay. Having a problem reading tonight. Goddess Lakshmi, prosperity, beauty, fortune. I like her tattoos. Lord Ganesh, removal of obstacles. It's my fave. I don't know if I would picture this as being Lord Ganesh, but just because I've always pictured Lord Ganesh as like mainly elephant, Clear path ahead. I'm having a really hard time, you guys, reading this font. It's not their fault. It's just me. And also it's like, I don't know, for me, the font seems to be a little bit difficult, I guess. I'll just stay there. But it looks really good with the card, the aesthetic. So I can see why they would choose that. Goddess Kuan Yin, compassion, divine mercy, kindness. So pretty. Okay. Goddess Gaia, Mother Nature, the provider, the elements. Oh man, you know what would have really made this one great too is if she was pregnant, or maybe she is. Goddess Isis. I love that they captured the eyes. I mean, you just look at that, and if it didn't even say Isis, you would just know, oh, this one has to be Isis. Resurrection, magic, fertility. Hathor, celebration, rejuvenation, gratitude. This one's really cool. Thoth. Wow, this is very different, but really cool. Writing, wisdom time, Akashic records. Horus, I think we are familiar with him. Clear, seeing, intention, perspective. And for number 36, last but not least, Sekhmet. Fierceness, divination, destruction, and rebuilding. Oh, I wonder if she's an Egyptian goddess or something. So those are the cards. There's 36 cards in there. And let's take a look. I'm really sorry for butchering those names. You'll have to forgive me. I like that. It looks like everything's in color in here. The cards are in color. And, oh, so they're dividing it by, let's take a look here. They go archangels, and then after the archangels, when your deck is in numeric order, it goes archangels, saints, and ascended masters, gods, and goddesses. So it's those three that are in here. Okay, I'm just going to do a little spray. I don't want to spray the cards too much because there we go. Just want them all. Here, let me go above the diffuser. Okay. Stand by. Now, I'm going to go ahead and mix this, and then we will read what the author had intended for that card, okay? You know, is it just me, or did like a ton of mass-produced decks just came out? Like, even within the last 2 or 3 months, I feel like I can't even keep up. And let me tell you, I have close to like 500 or 600 decks, you know, but I've been collecting for quite some time. So, but when new ones come out, whether it's mass produced or even the independent ones, like on Etsy, there's just so much. It's hard to, there's just so much. I'll just leave it at that because it's true. It's almost like, wow, I just never knew there were, which I think is great, because then that must mean that a lot of people are seeking these things because they truly are helpful whether you know, you're a tarot reader who's experienced, or you're just kind of coming into reading cards. If you are, or you're very interested in being a card reader to help others, to help yourself, I would suggest to go ahead and get your tarot deck, but to also get an oracle deck that you're drawn to, just because that will, the oracle cards are very intuitive. I mean, tarot cards are too, but typically tarot cards, their meaning sort of always stays the same within the minor and major arcana. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna actually, I typically say just like a little protection prayer and blessing for the reading. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now, okay? I call upon all of our Lord's good angels and archangels, all my saints and angels and spirit guides. Bless this deck of cards and each reading done. Bless the people that the messages are read for, as well as for myself. May they bring us to our highest and best vibrational selves. Fill each card and reading with light, love, positivity, truth, and guidance. And may only the highest good come through. Please clear anything else. Protect us and me. Thank you. In Jesus' holy name, I pray. And so it is. Okay. Thanks, guys. So again, I'm just going to try and, you know what, there's only 36 cards. Hang on, okay? I just want to get, before I do a reading, I think I just really want to get these cards cleansed. So I'm holding each card over with the diffuser. Let me see if I can bring it to you guys so you can see what I'm doing. So if you have a diffuser, I have this little one that I use for my readings. So just go like this, and it'll cleanse it just as good as the you know, burning of the sage. So there's only 36. So I'm just going to do this really quick here. Just want all these cleared. These cards really are beautiful. I think I'm just a little bit disappointed that there weren't more. Because typically oracle decks have anywhere from like 45 and up. So, but that's okay. These are still really great. Okay, I think that's my last. No, okay. That's my last one. Let's just do this for good measure. Oh. There we go. Okie dokie. Yeah. Let me go ahead and mix this. Oop. Okay. I'm going to put this down. There we go. What message would you like our viewer to have from this deck? Okay. What message would you like our viewers to have from this deck? What message would you like our viewers? Ooh. Okay. We have Hathor, Keys deck, and St. Bridget. Okay, I'm gonna do, that was 3 of them, and could be because you know, these are slightly semi matte, but okay. Gonna get one more card. What message would you like our viewers to have using these cards? What message would you like our viewers to have using these cards? What message would you like our viewers to have? What message would you like our viewers to have? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just turn this over. Guru Ramdas. Okay, Smooth Mary. Let's do these 4. Okay, so this is the order that they were. This was the first one, which was Hathor, and then behind it was Melchizedek. Behind that one was Saint Bridget, and this is the one that I pulled. Sorry, I'm just studying them and just touching. Okay. Here, pay attention to these numbers. These numbers for you may come up and may be significant at some point, okay? That's 33, 23, 20, and 27. 33 is a really great number here. Okay, so let's read what 23 is. And then we can sum up, okay? Melchizedek. So Melchizedek was a high priest during biblical times and is mentioned in the Old Testament and the Dead Sea Scrolls. Melchizedek is said to be the pre-incarnate Christ, as there are many similarities between his story and the story of Jesus. Known as an angel, the general of the heavenly armies, and the king of peace, in New Age spirituality, Melchizedek is seen as a very high vibrational and wise spiritual teacher and leader of the light. He is wonderful to connect with in times when you wish to accelerate your spiritual journey. The Oracle. You are a leader of light. Work on developing your spiritual abilities and talents through study and practice. Love and relationships. Not everyone is going to understand you. Keep shining bright and stepping into your power anyway. Know when to step back and let others go their own way. You are not here to lead everyone to love. Home. Create a small area in your home where you can sit quietly and work on your spiritual studies. Let others you live with know that when you are in that space, you are not to be disturbed. Work. You are a leader of light in your workplace. You may be called to step into more power and leadership at work. You may be called towards doing spiritual work for a living. Money. Work with the teachings of the law of attraction to bring more money into your life. Visualize yourself having everything you need and trust and surrender in the process. Well-being. Don't forget to balance your spiritual life with your material one. Take some time to do some human things to stay grounded. Go out with friends, take a road trip, watch some TV, eat pizza, whatever helps you feel connected to the physical world. Spirituality. Make time to study the spiritual topics that you are interested in and that are calling you at this time. Look at your time management and to-do lists and make sure to prioritize your spiritual study, learning, and growth. Call on Melchizedek for assistance with spiritual study, finding the right books, events, resources, and courses, finding the time and energy for your spiritual studies, working with the law of attraction and manifestation, stepping into your power as a light worker and a leader of light, starting a spiritual business, initiating yourself as a priest or priestess. Embody the energy of Melchizedek by prioritizing your spiritual practice and study, learning your lessons in all areas of your life, sharing what you have learned with others, holding sacred space for others, and teaching. And that was a great one. Okay, that was Melchizedek. not Hathor. I'm sorry, Hathor. But you know what? That was on purpose. I guess this is the main card that Melchizedek probably wants you to know. So I hope that that makes sense to you. And I know I read you the entire thing, but that's because if you're looking for some clarity on any of those topics, I didn't want it to just be I didn't want it to just be this part. So I like how they broke it down by subject. So if it's love and relationships that you're needing some assistance on or that you're inquiring about, then that's your message, okay? Now Hathor, I'm so sorry. So let's find Hathor. 33. Okay, here we go. So Hathor is an ancient Egyptian sky goddess. Let's do this. Who is usually depicted as a woman with the head or the ears of a cow. She's an uplifting and loving mother goddess who is associated with women, women's health, love, fertility, the heart, the planet Venus, music, dance, joy, rebirth, rejuvenation, and feminine expression. She is also the consort of Horus. When Hathor appears, it is time to celebrate life and all of its gifts. The Oracle. Celebrate yourself, acknowledge your success, and live each day in gratitude for all you have and all you are. Love and relationships. Do something to celebrate with your friends, family, and loved ones. Celebrations bring us all closer together and create so much joy and happiness in our lives. Work. Celebrate your success and achievements. Home. Play high vibrational music, sing or chant mantras to lift the energy of your home. Money. Spend your money on experiences, celebrations, and creating joyful memories. Well-being. Express yourself, your emotions, and your gratitude for life through movement. Explore ecstatic dance, take a dance class, or bring dance breaks into your day. Spirituality. Focus on opening, healing, and expanding the heart chakra. The more open your heart is, the more able you are to magnetize to you all the good things that are out there with your name on them. In meditation, visualize Hathor standing in front of you with her hand towards her heart. Receive her outpouring of love. Call on Hathor for assistance with enjoying your life, rejuvenation in any area of your life, feeling more gratitude for all you have, showing love and celebrating others, celebrating yourself and owning your achievements, moving your body and enjoying your body. Embody the energy of Hathor by dancing, playing music, singing or chanting, prioritizing joy, looking after your own health and well-being, opening your heart chakra, planning events and celebrations to bring people together. Wow, I actually really enjoyed that. That was really nice. What a very positive description. Okay, so let's go to, we have Saint Brigid. Let's see, I think, isn't that like, when it's spelled like that, I think that's Irish, maybe? I could be wrong, don't quote me on that. Celtic, maybe it's Celtic, and I say that just because of her tattoos. Let's see, so number 20. Oh, here she is. Okay. Saint Brigid, or Goddess Brigid, is recognized as a Catholic saint and a Celtic pagan goddess who was adopted by the Christian faith in Ireland around 500 CE. Her feast day is the 1st of February. Now we know why she got the same day of the pagan celebration of Imbolc in the Northern Hemisphere. In both traditions, she is aligned to the season of spring and the energies of new growth, passion, and fire. In her goddess form, she is connected to the sun, fire, fertility, healing, and poetry. Saint Brigid is the patron saint of babies, blacksmiths and metal workers, fugitives, midwives, printing presses, sailors, scholars, poets, and travelers. Call on Saint Bridget whenever you need to relight that inner fire and help you to get going again. The Oracle. Follow your passion and the fire within. Plant seeds now for the things you want to see grow. Love and relationships. It may be a good time to bring more passion into your romantic relationships. Do something to light or relight the spark. Work. Follow your passion even if you're not getting paid from them yet. Write, create, and follow your dreams. Don't let your current situation stunt your growth or your goals. Home. Light candles and fill your home with fresh flowers to bring in those fresh spring vibes any time of the year. Money. Look for opportunities to help make your money grow. Well-being. Read or write poetry. Make sure your spaces are bright and well lit. Sunlight is an instant mood booster. Spirituality. Focus on your spiritual growth. Remember that it takes time to develop your spiritual skills and abilities, and you are always learning more. Sow seeds by showing up for a spiritual practice that really excites you. Call on St. Bridget for assistance with rekindling the flames in relationships, finding or reconnecting with your passion for life, getting your passion projects out into the world, sowing seeds, handling the heat, nurturing growth in any area, spiritual and personal growth. Embody the energy of St. Bridget by sowing seeds of intention, pursuing your passions, writing poetry, lighting up the world in the way only you can. Starting to get a little theme going here. Okay, so Guru Ram Dass, number 27. Guru Ram Dass was the fourth of the 10 Sikh gurus. The true meaning of the word guru is the remover of darkness, and in his early life, Guru Ram Dass was dedicated to helping others connect with the spiritual light around and within them. Known for his humility and service to others as well as his creative pursuits, Guru Ram Dass shared his light and wisdom through his poetry and music compositions, composing 638 hymns in his lifetime. Guru Ram Dass can support you on your journey with meditation, yoga, tantra, prayer, higher consciousness, teaching, and receiving miracles. He is considered to be a kind of patron saint of Kundalini Yoga, the oracle. Your spiritual practices are the key to opening up your spiritual power and wisdom. Love and relationships. Relationships are not a competition. Say sorry, admit when you are wrong, and allow others the space to be wrong also. We all make mistakes. Home. Your home should feel like your sanctuary. Create altars. Sorry, I forgot to put a picture here. Create altars, make space for your yoga practice, diffuse oils, and display crystals. Your home is a working altar. Oh, I love that phrase. So, working altar. Your home is a working altar. That was great. Work. The best leaders are the ones who own their mistakes and listen to the advice, thoughts, and opinions of others. Be a strong leader by taking yourself off the pedestal. Also, take others off the pedestal. They are just human too. You may find joy in teaching others meditation or yoga. Money. It's okay to be spiritual and rich, but it's also okay if you don't want to be rich. Take some time to think about how much money you really need and want in this lifetime and follow your own path to your own version of prosperity. Well-being. Creative pursuits can be so deeply healing and uplifting for the soul. Write poetry or music, journal, create art for art's sake. Give yourself permission to create for yourself as well as for others. Spirituality. Yoga, meditation, and mantras have been practiced for thousands of years for good reason. They work. You may like to explore Kundalini Yoga or other types of yoga, Sikhism, mantra, or other Eastern religious or spiritual paths. Call on Guru Ram Dass for assistance with being humble and kind, developing a spiritual practice that works for you, turning up to your spiritual practice. Being a good leader or teacher. Removing the darkness, navigating through dark nights of the soul. Knowing the best way to be of service to others. Creativity, especially poetry and music. Embody the energy of Guru Ram Dass. Being of service to others, being of service to yourself, meditating, practicing yoga, chanting mantras, teaching, letting your creative light shine, removing the darkness for others. Oh, that was really nice. Okay. So it seems like the biggest and general sort of message. Sorry, I know it's just glaring, so I'm trying to get all the cards in there without having the glare. Okay, so this is really, the overall message here is your spirituality, your spiritual path, your spiritual journey. That's something that only you can take, right? And so maybe taking, carving out some time to where you really are studying whatever spiritual practice, or you just want to study different spiritual practices, or even these ascended masters, these ascended healers, and archetypes, just because we can all use that. I know that message really hits home for me, just because sort of opening up what you could also be good at in terms of like spirituality and your spiritual journey. I've sort of put myself in a box just because that's how I'm comfortable with practicing helping others and helping their spiritual journey, or helping them heal their heart in a particular way. And I'm learning more and more that being open to different forms and different ways of spirituality or reading kind of helps more people. And I feel like Spirit has really been pushing me to do that. And so I don't always succeed, but I know that I just have to continue trying. Not to say that I'm not going to read the way I do, because that's really all I know, all I know. But I may be reaching out to like a spiritual director to kind of hone in, not hone in, but to broaden how I can spiritually help others. And, being a reader, being an intuitive psychic, being an empath, being a clairvoyant, being a medium, being a psychic, those are all, wonderful like gifts. Not everybody has those. And so, at the same time, it's good to know what each of those spiritual sort of subjects are, just so that you can have some good footing, and it'll help you to understand what it is that you're good at in that subject. So the biggest message is your spiritual sort of journey in here. And it is all about like growth. And it's the reading is, whatever it is you want to do, make that decision, believe in it, trust in it, and then you're just going to have to let it go and let it happen. A lot of time, and that's kind of like falls right under that whole law of attraction. So when you focus too much of something that's negative, even, I just want to remind you and kind of be aware of that kind of thinking, of that sort of negative process. And we may not even, realize it, because we'll say things and, you don't realize how negative it is, but it can be a negative impact. For instance, when something doesn't go your way, or your car breaks down, and then, you're like, oh, what a great, being facetious. But what a great start to my day. My car's broken or something. And then, oh, great. Now I missed my coffee, and what's next, to have that kind of mental thoughts and feelings about your day. Well, your day's, gonna just be crappy because you've already determined that it's crappy. You've already determined that it's a bad, your day is bad. So law of attraction doesn't care whether it's bad or good. It's whatever you've set off. It's whatever that pure intent is. And then it works its way to you. So, just being very mindful, as mindful as we can. Okay. So I hope that these helped. I hope, I feel like this message probably like helps anybody, everybody in any, in like any level that you're at regarding your spirituality, whether you're an experienced reader or just beginning. We can all use a little more spiritual growth, a little more learning, and then also to balance ourselves. It's especially nowadays, right? We're living in COVID times, and COVID times is a lot of virtual stuff's happening because, last year we were pretty much locked in our homes. So being able to find that balance of work, family, spirituality, yourself. But I think this is saying you really have to prioritize yourself, get yourself straight, get your mind right, prioritize everything. It's not like, when I say prioritize, I don't want you to list it. Like, here is like top, and then this is way at the bottom. No, to be honest, it shouldn't be a vertical list. It should be more of like a horizontal, like a list that where everything is priority, and that's the hardest thing to do. But if you think about it, the easiest way is to think like, if you're balancing, you're balancing on a very thin wire. But when you find that sweet spot, child, you're just gonna float on through, and it just flows so nicely and easily, and everything that you sort of wanted or may not even realize that you wanted comes really easily to you. Okay, I hope that helped, and I really like this deck. I'm going to continue to use it and to connect with it. Let me know if you have this deck and how you like it. All right, I will chat with you guys and get another reading done for y'all soon. Ciao.